And welcome back. Now we're going to look at the very last video on dynamic segmentation. So recall from video 1, we basically looked at segmenting client based on their sales per year. So we can see that this client 11050, look at the raw data, this client basically sales in 2011 was only one sale in 2011 to 3347. So in 2011 this client would be classified as a diamond client. You can see 2011 it's a diamond client. And then in 2013, we had sales of 1632, which would make it a platinum client. So then in 2013, it was a platinum client. But in some instance, you actually want to say, I want to keep a running total. This client should actually be based not on the yearly totals, but actually on the overall totals. So I actually wanted to be across 2011, 2013, a diamond client based on this sales over here. How do we do that? First thing we're going to do is we need to first determine what the maximum sales was for this client over all time. So what we're going to do is I'm going to quickly run through this DAX we have here. So we're going to say max. So to get the max, we're going to iterate through each row in this data set. This is a row iterator. And we're going to go through all the years. We're going to base it on year. And we're going to calculate the sales. But we're going to ignore any filter applied to the date table except for the one coming from the year. So that's going to give us the max sales for each customer within years. So that will basically give me, it's going to tell me for this customer, the max sales is actually that, 5007, and not that one or that one, 5007. Cool. So now that we know that, we're quite happy. Now we can actually just take the same kind of function we wrote for the segmentation as part 1 of the series, but now we're just going to make a small little tweak, and now we're going to refer to that max yearly sales. I'm going to quickly show you how that works. So you're familiar with this, where we identify the segment the customer belongs in, but the only difference here is, like in the other one, the only thing that we did is the sales for customer is actually based on the max yearly sales that we now saw was actually that 5,000. So irrespective of the year. And then we segment the client based on the maximum year sales amount. So now we're going to segment this client on the 5,000, which will mean this client will always be diamond. Okay. Unless there's some credit notes. So we're going to say, okay. Other than that, the function is exactly the same as the other one. Watch video number 1 for that one. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to copy this out, look exactly like that. And instead of doing that, I'm going to say drag in so here you can see exactly that. This client is classified as a diamond right through. In 2011, it's not classified as platinum, it's actually classified as diamond based on the maximum sales amount. Isn't that cool? So now you can see if I take the filter off here and apply it across all data sets, you can see the total amounts across each year is the same, but you'll see differences in between the segments. See, this one is different. If you look at the silver for 2014, it's different. That's quite interesting. But yeah, that's basically the last video on dynamic segmentation. Enjoy.